Welcome to Easy English at Home YouTube channel. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to make comparisons. Comparisons. Think about the word compare. It's a verb. Compare. Means to examine and to look for the difference between two or more items. So today, we are talking about comparing things, right? Think about your everyday life. We compare many things. We compare things we buy, we compare things we see, we compare two restaurants we go to, and many other things, right? Now, I want you to look at the pictures and complete these sentences by making comparisons. Let's work on it together. Look at the first picture. We have a car, okay? There are two cars actually. So the green one is old, isn't it? So if you're talking about two items you're comparing, you need to say older, okay? Older. So the green one is older than the blue one, but the blue one is more expensive. Yes, it is more expensive. Now, look at the second one. Look at the picture. This question is easier than that one. Yes, this is easy and that one is difficult. So this is easier than the other one. And the other picture, we have Anne's room here, right? So Anne's room is bigger and larger than my room. It is bigger and larger than my room. Now, picture 4. These are better shoes, better quality, yes? These are better shoes than those. Okay, last picture. Look at this person. Yes, not feeling very well, yeah, compared to yesterday. So I feel worse than yesterday. When you are comparing things, you work on the adjectives. So we need adjectives as you see. So here, what are the adjectives? We have old, yes. Expensive, yes. Easy is an adjective. Big, large, better and worse. The original word itself is good. Okay, and here, bad, but they changed form. Now, let's come up with a rule. When you're comparing two things, what do? Look at the adjectives. We work on the adjectives. So the first adjective, what happened to it? The first rule, so we need to keep in mind is that if we have a one-syllable adjective, that means a short adjective like old, okay? You're talking about two items. This is old, but this one is older. Yes, so you add an ER to tell the difference, older, okay? The second one, let's have a look. We have big. It's a one-syllable adjective as well, yes. But here, because it ends with a vowel and a consonant, we have double consonant, bigger, okay? And you add an ER at the end again. Big, bigger. Old, older. Okay, another one, we have large. Large. Large ends with a vowel, E sound, yes? So all you need to do is to add an R at the end. Large, larger. Okay, next one, let's have a look. Easy is the original word. Easy. It ends with what? Y, and we have double consonants, yes? So what happens is this. The Y is gone, and we add an E-R. I-E-R at the end. Easier, okay? Next one, let's have a look. Expensive. Expensive. So if you have a two or more syllabled words, like expensive, it has got 3 syllables, you need to add more right to the beginning. More expensive. Here, more expensive. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Try to say expensiver. It's wrong and it's very difficult. So you say more expensive. So here we have a rule, a common rule we can come up with. At the end of the adjective, you add, depending on the letter it finishes with, R, ER, or IER. If it's a long adjective like expensive, you add a more right at the beginning. Yes, this is the general rule. But here we've got two other adjectives. They are not going with the rule, yes? They're acting differently, like the word good, bad. We have irregular adjectives as well. So here, how they change, I'll tell you. Well, I'm gonna do this. Irregular ones. Like this. So the adjective good, we know, nice, good, changes form. If you're comparing two things, one is good, the other one is better. Yes. So, what about bad? Bad becomes worse. Yes. You cannot say better. It is wrong grammar. Okay? Worse. So, good, bad. We can add on this. There is another adjective called far. Not near, very far. What's the comparative form for that? Farther, or you can write it with you, further. Okay? Another one, little, for example. Little, just a little, yes? You can say less when you're comparing, okay? Another one we have, many and much. When you're comparing, they become more. And the last one, fun. Fun is an exception. It is a one-syllable adjective, but it goes with more. You don't say funner, you say more fun all the time. That's why I'm writing it under irregulars. Okay? So fun becomes more fun. Right, so these are the comparative forms of adjectives. Old, older, big, bigger, large, larger, easy, easier, expensive, more expensive. Then the irregular ones, good, better, bad, worse, far, farther, or you can say further, little, less, much or many becomes more, fun, more fun. Now, time for more practice. Time to compare. We are comparing two restaurants. Look at the pictures. The first one is Mo's Place, and the second one is Salt and Pepper. So these are the names of the restaurants, Mo's Place and Salt and Pepper. Now, I've written down 5 questions so that you can compare these two restaurants. Let's answer the questions together. First one, which one is bigger, do you think? Which one is bigger, Mo's Place or Salt and Pepper? What do you think? Yes, Mo's Place is bigger, cleaner, and larger, definitely. So here we go. Mo's Place is bigger, cleaner, and larger. Next one, which one has better and faster service? Which one has better and faster service? Mo's Place again. Yes, I've been there, so Mo's Place is the best one. Actually, is the better one. Mo's Place. Okay, next question. Which one has more polite waiters? Think about the people serving the food, yes? Which one has more polite waiters? I should say Salt and Pepper. Yes, Salt and Pepper has more polite waiters. And what about this? The atmosphere. Which one has a friendlier atmosphere? Which one is cozy, has a friendlier atmosphere? Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper has a friendlier atmosphere. Next one, And the last one, actually. Which one is easier to get to? Imagine you're driving. Which one is easier? Okay? I'm gonna say most place. Most place is more convenient. It's easier to get to. Now, let's go over the adjectives one more time. We are comparing. So, bigger, cleaner, and larger. If you put it in a sentence like this, most place is bigger, well, cleaner, and larger. Because I'm comparing it with salt and pepper, I need to say than. So most places bigger, cleaner, larger than salt and pepper. Okay? If you're comparing the two things, you need this word, than. Yes. Let's try another one. Which one has a friendlier atmosphere? Salt and pepper. I'm gonna write with this one. Salt and pepper has a what? Friendlier, yes. Friendlier atmosphere than, we are comparing again, than most place. Okay, so don't forget, when you're comparing two things, you also need this word, than. Final practice of the day. This time, we are comparing the city with the village. Think about life in the village and the life in the city, right? We need some adjectives, so let's work on the meanings of these adjectives first, then we start comparing. First one, relaxing, making you feel comfortable. Yes, what's the opposite for relaxing? Stressful. Safe means not dangerous. So we can write the opposite means dangerous. Crowded means full of people. Yes, full of people. What about big? Yes, the opposite for big is small. Okay, fun means enjoyable. Yes, you like what you're doing, enjoyable. So the opposite would be boring. Okay, busy means life is fast. There are many things to do. Yes, busy. Expensive. What? Not cheap. So the opposite is cheap. Time to compare. Let's make sentences now. The city. Which one? Which one is more crowded? Which one? The city is more crowded. Because I know that we are comparing it with the village, I don't finish up, but you can as well continue and say, the city is more crowded than the village. Okay? Another one. Which one is bigger usually? The city is the bigger, yes? The city is bigger than the village. Okay, what about being safe and dangerous? Which one is safer? Okay, the village life, isn't it? The village is safer than the city. Exactly. And what about being fun and boring? Well, for young people, which one is more fun? Of course, the city. The city is more fun than the village. Okay, another one. Which one do you think is more expensive? Huh? Definitely the city is more expensive. The life in the city, yes? The city is more expensive than the village. Okay, being busy? Where do you think life is busier? Yes, life is busier in the city than the village. Okay? Which one is left? Which one is more boring? The village. Yes, the village is more boring than the city. You can come up with many more sentences, but that's all for today. Let's have a look at today's keywords and phrases. Comparative forms. If you have a one-syllable adjective, like old, you add an ER at the end, older. If your adjective ends with an E, as in the word large, it becomes larger. You add an R at the end. If the adjective is one syllable and the last two syllables are a vowel and a consonant, then you double the consonant at the end, as in the word bigger. Big, bigger. If your adjective ends with a Y, as in the word easy, you replace the word Y with an I and add an ER at the end, easier. If you have a long adjective, more than two syllables, as in the word expensive, you need to add more to the beginning of the sentence, more expensive. So these are the regular adjectives. What about the irregular ones? We have comparative forms that don't go with the rule. Irregular ones. Good, better. Bad, worse. Far, farther or further. Little, less. Many or much becomes more. Fun becomes more fun. When you're comparing two things, you want to make a full sentence, you need to use the comparing word than. For example, the city is more expensive than the village. So than is used to make the comparison as well. We also learned some adjectives. Safe, crowded, big, busy, fun, cheap, dangerous, relaxing, stressful, small. Thank you for watching. You can find the practice files for this lesson on the link in description. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!